Alrighty, y'all. So Big Brother's pretty much done for me for this season. I am not about that. I, really don't like watching the show anymore. Actually, this is the first time I've watched the show in about 2 weeks. I watched the other part of the other live episode. I just didn't really care. And I struggled to watch this one. I felt like this episode was so boring. Yes, they blindsided Nick and Bella, but it didn't mean anything. They got Cliff out for Cliff to come right back in, and it is what it is. Who cares? Um, I predicted this a while ago before Kimmy got evicted. I've been on Twitter and I've been expressing how CBS doesn't want a minority to come back from he does production doesn't want a minority to come back. And so a minority didn't come back. Out of all the competitions they could have had that could have lasted fairly, easily, they chose one that really. Yes, you can just watch a TV show. I'm not sure why you keep commenting. If you don't want to be here, then leave. Anyway, with all the distractions aside, in Big Brother 15, with Aaron and Candace and Gina Marie and all the racist stuff going on there, what happened was after Howard and Candace got evicted, all the racist stuff stopped. And CBS knew that. If you watch the interview that Julie Chen had with Aaron, she even said towards the beginning of the season, yeah, because that's when Aaron's targets were there for those racial slurs. Was Helen still there? Yes, but Helen got pushed. They didn't want Helen to come back, and no one understood why. Well, if Helen came back, all those racist Asian comments that they were making towards her would probably continue. So they didn't want that to happen. So when you have Ovi, David, and Kimmy all battling back to get back into the house, knowing that there's a bunch of racial remarks aimed at them that the people from production have to keep editing out, they're not going to want that. They're not going to want to keep cutting around these racist remarks. So hopefully, in their mind, by having Cliff, the only white person, come back, and all the brown people leave besides Jess and Annalise and Bella, then they can sort of alleviate that. Hopefully, get Jack to focus on somebody else. Is he going to? Probably not. But still, that's not the point. The point is they're trying to cut the tension, the racial tension in the house down. And that's why I predicted that none of them would come back, that Cliff would come back. And so was it rigged? Hi. Personally, it looked the way that Cliff was moving that he had practiced that before. Kimmy, she was all over the place. She tried, but she was way too shaky. If you go back and rewind it, because I haven't changed the channel yet. I don't have this on DVR, but if you go back and you rewind it, Cliff was moving that thing like a pro, like he has done it before. And I put that on Twitter. I'm like, watch Cliff closely, like rewind that stuff, because people were even on Twitter like, was this rigged? Because it didn't look right. Ovi, David, and Kimmy were all struggling so hard with this comp, and Cliff, he was unbothered by it. It came so naturally for him. And in previous seasons, when they had the same comp, no one picked it up that quick, and they only had to get one ball in. Cliff managed to get 6 in under 3 minutes. Maybe he's that good. He's the only one there with vision impairment that we know of because he wears glasses. But maybe those glasses made him see super well, and his hand-eye coordination was so good that he was able to get 5 balls in a row. 5. He dropped one, but after that, he sunk the last one, and he was back into the game. He tried 7 balls, made 6 out of the 7 in under 3 minutes, and Ovi was the only one who got another ball in. Kimmy and David didn't get jack diddly. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't buy that. I don't buy that for a second. Someone said that he may not have had time to practice, but if his board was more sturdy than the others, then that could have helped out too. And that could, because if the other ones was more loose and they had to control it much more, they had to have much more control over it, then yeah, no, I can see how that could be an issue. But Cliff was way too unbothered in that comp, y'all. way too unbothered. But it is what it is. I really don't care at this moment. A lot of people like to hear my commentary over the show because they know how much I love this show. I mean, this season is garbage. I haven't seen one single alum come out and say this is a good season of Big Brother yet on Twitter. And I don't know. Oh my fucking god, stop. The show isn't racist. It's on CBS. When you've got two White House guests calling another Black House guest a nigger, that's racist. So you can go and say whatever you want to say, but you're living in a fantasy world. You're canceled. Goodbye. If y'all don't they said about David, they would never say about that.